Off is Charles J. That's just in case you ain't heard of me. They told me it was too late. But I promise that I'll be the first to speak. Most of these rappers, they fake. But you can't have your way the same Burkhead. Everybody said it won't be. Till they see smoke, then they realize they'd rather have turkey meat.
What it do, what it do? It's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. Say, man, shout out to my audience. Shout out to those that's rocking with me. And yo, we back in the kitchen. There's a whole lot of goddamn sauce in this pot, man. Let's get to the shit. Jaron Ennis is almost doesn't have. He's almost a perfect fighter. Almost. I'm gonna explain that shit and some more shit. But first, I got some other shit. The other shit is I've come to a conclusion. I've only heard one person say this, and I've been thinking this for a while. And in my mind, I not only heard Kano Loco said this in one of his lives. It probably was it was right after the fight, and he the only person I didn't heard say this shit. And I was feeling the same way, but in the back of my mind, it's like sometimes when we see things, that's why people keep saying, well, it don't matter if he popped dirty or not. We saw him get dropped. It's the psychological effect, and it damn near worked on me. But I had to take my mind off as if the fight never happened, if none of that shit ever happened, and Ryan came in at 140 and had to really struggle to make that weight, and it definitely would have weakened him. I'm not saying it like he would just been too weak to fight, but he damn sure wouldn't have been near strong without steroids. Making 140, Devon's game plan would have worked. At this point, I'm finna quit blaming the game plan. I don't agree with everything Bill did, and I do think he took it too personal. But at this point, looking back, on an even playing field, that game plan would have worked. On an even playing field, I think that game plan would have worked. I don't know if Devin would have actually stopped Ryan, but I definitely think his punches would have been more effective, and Ryan's punches wouldn't have been as effective. That's just my opinion. I think it would have been a totally different fight, and I think Devin would have been stronger. That's just what I really think. And it's some right hands that Devin landed that I just think on an even playing field, it would have did a lot of damage. Because like I said, everybody talking about what Ryan did. It's still, I look at the whole fight. It's some shots. Devin landed an overhand right that was so fucking vicious. It was more vicious than that big left hook he landed. Ryan looked at that shit and kept going. Like, boy, that dope a bad motherfucker. So at this point, even though I wish he had a box, and I think that was the smarter game plan, to outbox him and break him down and then stop him later rounds, go after him later rounds. Nah, I can't say that him fighting straight up, walking him down, I can't say that was a bad game plan. On an even playing field, I think it would have worked. So, this narrative that, well, he still got hit, this and that. Yeah, but I can't guarantee them punches would have had the same effect without them chemicals and shit. But anyway, to everybody that's standing up, shout out to you, and to those that's talking about this bullshit, shout out to you. But I'm telling you, black fan, I've said this. B sample or no B sample, bro. This is not a win for black. This is not a win for Devin. Hating fans or black fans, it is not a win, bro. Showbiz got 10 videos he done probably already prepped. He got some shit he waiting to. I'll tell you, it's a lot of dudes that's already pointing narratives. By the time the B sample get here, bro, it'd have been so many different narratives and so many different shit, bro. It's not a win, bro. And I just hope, my only hope, I just hope we know now. I don't want you motherfuckers being and I don't want you being delusional, bro. Just know what it is now. As long as you know what it is and act that way. Stop being fair. Stop fucking being fair. And stop thinking that the fair way is it ain't gonna work. They ain't fair. So why the fuck is we fair? That's all I hope it got out of you motherfuckers. I just hope you motherfuckers realize, bro, it's a dirty game. And it is what it is. So yeah, it ain't no win, bro. Like I said, Ryan can come out and say, I'm telling you, bro, I'm telling you. But I'm gonna leave that alone. But that's my conclusion. I'm finna stop blaming the game plan when a fighter came in dirty anyway. I can't blame it on the game plan, this and that and all these other things. I even see where Ryan had an IV in him. They saying it was the night of the fight that motherfucker was putting fluids. That motherfucker did everything he could to get an advantage. At this point, B sample or no B sample, it's very clear to see that this motherfucker did everything he could to get an advantage. And Derrick James helped him along the way. Whether he presented the dope or whether he didn't, he knew about it. But anyway, Jaron Ennis is almost almost the perfect fighter to me because he just got it all. It's just one thing he got to show me, and he perfect. It's one thing Boots must show me, and he damn near perfect. He damn near a perfect fighter. It's just one thing I must see. Most of my favorite fighters, most of the fighters that I like the most, I like boxers, I like fighters that fight smart, that's technically sound, and all these other things. And I like aggressive fight. It just depends on how effective you are. But it's one thing you must possess for me to damn near be a fan of you. I like mean fighters. Motherfuckers that just mean, got that meanness in them. Not saying a fighter that every punch you throw, he trying to knock you out. No. Just a fighter that when it boiled down to it, I'm not backing down. Got that bite down. But anyway, Boots is definitely that. And I don't think fans talk about that enough. Boots mean than a motherfucker. I been peeped that shit. Way back when he fought Sergey Lipinets and shit, that motherfucker looked at him like he was a little homie. Like Sergey Lipinets had plenty of experience. That motherfucker looked at him like you a bitch. Jaron Ennis, he a savage. And he very mean. Very, very, very. I'm telling you, bro, Jaron Ennis could be a technically sound pure boxer if he wanted to be. He don't want that. That's not what he want. It ain't good enough for him. Bosey and Jaron Ennis, because he got it from his father. Bosey come from the rough streets of Philly, and he was bad back in the game. They don't give a fuck about outboxing. He will box, but that's not. Boots come to hurt you. Boots comes to bring the pain. I'm telling you, bro, Boots is what every fan in boxing should just look for in a fighter. Everything. Confidence. Ain't scared of nothing. That's one thing we know. I'm telling you, bro, it ain't many fighters that's super talented in boxing and we feel like, oh, he'll fight anybody. Boots gonna fight anybody. He's not intimidated by nobody. He just possessed it all to me. Boots got the most underrated defense in boxing. I said it. Most underrated defense in boxing. Most underrated defense in boxing. I think David Morrell defense is very underrated too. Boots has the most underrated. I'm not saying he has the best defense or not even a top 3 defense or none of that. Not even I wouldn't even say he got top 5 defense. I don't know if I'd put him in top 5. But Boots defense, people sleep on that shit. It just, he really, I think sometimes, I don't know, he just really don't mind getting hit. He don't mind exchanging. He don't mind you hitting him and he hitting you. He don't mind that shit. Boots love to stay in the pocket. Another thing, Boots got a top 3 inside game in boxing. Boots got a top 3 inside game in boxing. Boots is vicious on the inside. He won them fight. You don't want to take it there. I'll take it there. Yeah. Help me. You do not want to get on the inside with him. You don't want to do it. Boots go to the body a lot. Boots could have a top 5 jab if he cared. He just don't give it. I'm tell you, when Boots from the southpaw stance or orthodox, Boots got a top 5 jab in boxing, but he don't even care about it. He come to punish. Boots has everything that it takes to. That's why I say he better than Devin Shakir anytime. Like he can do all that shit they do. He can do all that. He just choose not to. And I'm just gonna be honest. Even though Tank got devastating power, Tank is really a pure boxer. He's a boxer. He's a boxer puncher. That's not. I don't know if I want to call Boots a boxer puncher. That motherfucker. Boots a fighter that can box. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. Boots is a fighter that can box. He can box, but he a fighter. Boots want to fight. It's that Philly shit, and that's just how them dudes is. It's been a lot of them that can really box. They just rather fight. And it cost Julian J Rock. That cost him because he could really fucking box. Julian J Rock was too tough for his own good. But that fight against Jared Hurd was one of his. That was a flawless performance. But boy, Rosario hit J Rock and it shocked him. Rosario could really punch though. That motherfucker. I don't know what's wrong with his rib or he can't take body punch. That motherfucker can crack. Goddamn Rosario. That was a hard hitting motherfucker. But J-Rock was too tough for his own good. That's been Philly fighters. You motherfuckers can box, but they definitely believe in banging. That's just Philly. They box and bang. But it's talented. And this is what's shocking. I must say this. When you look at all the skills Boots possess, it reminds me of Sugar Ray Robinson somewhat. Because Sugar Ray Robinson used to get in brawls that he did not have to get in. He did not have to get in half the brawls he did. He just want to fight. He got that shit. Even Sugar Ray Leonard wasn't that kind of fighter. Sugar Ray Leonard really didn't want to fight. He did that shit against Roberto Duran, and he got back to his boxing shit after that. Boxer puncher. It ain't many fighters that have the athleticism. Only fighter I can think of is Sugar Ray Robinson. When it comes to have every ability to where you don't even have to hit me. You could never hit me. I'm so athletic. If I wanted to, I could have you put myself in a position where I can hit you and you don't have to hit me. Boots' defense is that good to where he want to fight. He's a fighter that can box. Just like Sugar Ray Robinson was a fighter that could box, that could bang, that was skilled, that could do it all. Goddamn left hook. But that's a lot of people compare Boots to Roy Jones. I compare him to Sugar Ray Robinson. I'm just gonna be honest, and it's no diss. Roy was special. Roy was great. Roy wasn't no fighter. When the going got tough, listen, Roy had a lot of heart. Look how many fighters, you won't do that to Boots. Look how Roy used to get put against the ropes. And he had no answer. If he couldn't throw that little counter left hook or little counters as you come, he didn't fight well against the ropes. And Roy Jones wasn't that strong. He wasn't a very strong. Boots strong. Boots strong, and you ain't finna have him on the back foot or against the ropes like that. Roy Jones was special, and I'm not saying Boots better. Boots meaner. Boots more tough. Boots more tough than Roy Jones. I said it. Yeah, Boots more tough. I'm just gonna say it. Boots, I compare him to Sugar Ray Robinson, not Roy Jones. Not Roy Jones. Not Roy Jones. And I'm just gonna be honest. And I'm not saying because it's I am not saying Boots is better than Roy Jones. Roy Jones' athleticism was on another level. Boots don't have the athleticism like Roy Jones did, but he's very athletic. But I'm gonna say this: Boots is more technically sound than Roy Jones. and he better at boxing. Roy Jones wasn't that good of a boxer. His jab wasn't shit. Boots got a superb jab. And like I said, what impressed me so much, and Hagler had this though. Boots' jab is great from the southpaw stance or orthodox. Hagler had that shit too. Boots has a great jab when he uses it. It is extremely accurate. It's a hard snapping jab and it's quick. He got better fundamentals than Roy Jones to me. But Roy Jones was more explosive. Roy Jones was more athletic. Roy Jones was more light on his feet. Roy Jones was more unpredictable than Boots. That's why I say I compare Boots more to Sugar Ray Robinson, because we never seen Roy Jones in no fight. You gonna see Boots in some fights. You ain't never see Roy Jones in a fight. Never saw it. Never saw it in no fight in Roy Jones' career was he ever in a fight. Sugar Ray Robinson was in dozens of fights that he didn't have to be in, but he put himself in that position. Jaron Ennis is doing the same. He gonna be one of them fighters that he gonna be in a lot of wars. And when I say wars, it don't mean he gonna get damaged. It mean it's gonna be toe to toe. He will do that. Boots will welcome you if you think you tough. Them the fighters gonna get fucked off the worst. Motherfuckers thinking you can punch and you gonna walk him down and try to get him out of there and be aggressive. Boots gonna fuck you off. Fuck you off. His only flaw to me. Only clear flaw. I mean, it's a clear flaw. Other than that, outside of this flaw, he perfect. One flaw I see. He got a great inside game. The most underrated defense in boxing. The jab is spectacular from the southpaw stance or orthodox. I just don't know. I think his hardest punch, though, to me, I'd probably say that right hook from the southpaw stance. I don't know. I just don't know. Sometimes I don't know. I don't know. His power is damn near equal in both hands. Jaron Ennis has devastating power. Devastating. And not only that, it's another reason why I say he's better than Tank. And the only fighter I'd probably say is better than him is Shakur and Bud. But Shakur just, yeah. Shakur and Bud, only fighters better than him. But the thing about Boots that makes him even more dangerous than Tank has top 3 power in boxing right now. You could say he's the hardest puncher, but Boots can really, really punch. And what makes it so overwhelming and how motherfuckers ain't gonna be able to fuck with him. He's throwing power shots, but he throw a lot of shots. He's very active. He's not just waiting on one shot. He throw combinations. He's always punching. Boots is not trying to. He'll set traps, but for the most part, he fighting. Every 3 minutes, the entire 3 minutes, he's throwing punches. And he's throwing hard shots. Boots not looking for one big shot. He's not that. And I'm not saying Tank is either, because Tank set traps. Tank do a lot, but he don't throw a lot of punches. Boots throw a lot of. You got a lot to deal with. He constantly on you. It's different. His flaw, that he must prove to me that he can master this style and get past this style. This style will bother him. A boxer with very good feet, with very, very good, that's bouncing and don't want to. A fighter that, and I don't even consider Devin Haney this kind of fight, because Devin let his hands go a lot. But I'm saying to face a fighter that, I'm not even going to compare this kind of style. I'm just saying, say you get in a ring with a fighter, and because the Chuck fight, I feel like you was very anxious for the knockout. You was overly anxious, and you underestimated him. But that style did give you problems. Not necessary. If you hadn't underestimated him, you would have stopped Chuck. But what I'm saying is, when you get in there with a fighter with better feet than that, and that's not trying to engage, that just want to outbox you. He just want to outpoint you. That kind of fighter is going to be the toughest style for Boots to me. You got to show me you can cut a ring off on a fighter with very good feet that can pivot, that can got a good jab, going to be in you. That kind of style. Yeah, that kind of style. A pure boxer with good feet. That kind of style would be the toughest to me. The only aggressive fighter that I really see that could give Boots the most trouble out of any aggressive fighter is Earl. Because Earl can also box. Earl got a great jab. That's the any other aggressive fighter, bro, you food for him. Virgil, Tim, they food for him. I think Boots can beat Fundora right now. Right now. And I think he would stop him. I got Boots stopping everybody at 147. Stopping everybody at 154. The only fighters, and I'm telling you right now, I'm going to say this too. If Boots was not a black fighter, if he was anything else, a Slovakian fighter, a Mexican fighter, if he was anything else, the entire boxing world would be on Bud neck. And everybody be calling him a duck. They be saying he's scared. And this is the biggest fight in boxing. This is the best fight, the biggest fight, Boots versus. But I'm telling you what they would say. If he had a country behind him, like how they try to say, because they say black fighters don't really have nothing behind them, not even their city. So if he had a flag behind him, oh my God, the entire country would be calling for it. The mainstream media, Fight Hype and Fight Hub, instead of following Ryan and everything he doing, the entire talk, it would be complete pressure on Bud. And not only that, promotional companies would be offering Bud a lot, whatever, to make that fight happen. I'm telling you right now, if Boots wasn't a black fighter, I'm telling you, not only that, like how you motherfuckers can all agree that Inoue is number one, number two, we wouldn't even be talking. Bro, not even Boots. Andy Cruz is 10 times better than Inoue, bro. 10 times right now. Right. If I could make a pound for pound list straight off the eye test, Jaron Boots Ennis. Andy Cruz. David Morrell. Eye test. Jaron Boots Ennis. Andy Cruz. David Morrell. Gotta have Shakur. I still would have to put Bud in my top 5, even with the eye test. Just eye test still. Bud would be in there. So it'd be Boots, Bud, David Morrell, Andy Cruz. Boots, Bud, David Morrell, Andy Cruz, Shakur. Top 5. I'm telling you, how many of you motherfuckers got a top 5 fucking with that? Straight off the eye test. Andy Cruz right now is top 5 pound for pound off the eye test. Motherfucker special. But I still think Keyshawn Davis can beat him though. I'm not saying he will, but they gonna really be arch rivals. That fight, they may fight 3 times. Keyshawn Davis can beat him. Keyshawn Davis, he borderline special. I damn near want to say he's special. Keyshawn Davis is very fucking good. Keyshawn Davis is very, very fucking good. With those amount of fights, the way Keyshawn fight, the way he selects his punches, his punch selection is outrageous to have that many fights and have that kind of punch selection, have that kind of accuracy. Keyshawn Davis, I damn near, at this point, I damn near want to say he's special. But Andy Cruz is more special. Andy Cruz right now is, I test top 5, bro. And I think he's 10 times better than Inoue. And I think Jaron Boots Ennis is 20 times better than. I'm just telling you, bro. Like I said, if he had a flag behind him and his hair was curly and he had a flag, they'd have him number 1 pound for pound right now. They wouldn't even be bringing up. I'm telling you, bro. From the eye test, Boots is the best fighter on the planet. From the eye test, Boots is the most spectacular. He's the number 1 pound for pound fighter in boxing from the eye test. And I'm gonna tell you another thing. Popularity, titles, none of that shit would matter if he had a flag behind him and he wasn't black and he had some other shit in him, and he called himself something else, they wouldn't care about if he did pay-per-view buy. We wouldn't talk about numbers. They just do whatever it takes to make that fight happen because they would want this dude to dethrone Bud. With Boots being a black fighter, and they'd heard you doing a hell of a job. But no promoter's gonna do a black fighter the way he deserved to be treated. Nobody's gonna. And you're doing a hell of a job though. You put him in a nice arena. It's dope. It's dope what you doing, bro. And shout out to Philly. Shout out to old Gilly for always supporting you. I do like to see that. And shout out to that. And you know another thing, since I'm shouting out to Cody Crowley's manager. I don't know what you is. But you definitely ain't one of us. I don't know. You may be from out there in Arab or somewhere out there in one of the Muslim countries. But, nah, pimpin'. You said some slick shit. I just caught it. And you were talking your little shit, and that was some cool shit. Cody Crowley. Hold on. First of all, if I could get to your manager, Cody. I don't know. You just remind me of a Mississippi white boy. I don't know. And I ain't saying it like you're racist. Now you just look very Mississippi-ish. I don't know. Mississippi-ish. Yeah, you look very Mississippi-ish. But no, Pippin. I'm just gonna tell you, I had to check myself. You know, being a black man in this country, we do so much soft shit. You damn near have to check yourself. And just on being solid every day, you have to check yourself as a black man to be solid every day and to be all across the board and don't show too much sympathy for others. Because I think it's damn near embedded in us to show sympathy for others and feel sorry for others when we struggle every fucking day. So saying that to say, I almost feel bad for you. Yeah. I hate that you lost your father. That's very unfortunate. But nah, pimping, all that, I wanted to kill myself. I wanted to die. I didn't even want to live. Bro, get the fuck out. Bro, let me tell you something, and shout out to Philly. Philly a cold city. Them motherfuckers damn near colder than them New York motherfuckers. Philly is some cold dudes, bro. And when I think about it, y'all did the right thing. Motherfucker ain't finna cry for that shit. Bro, this America, this Philly, bro, this is the city of brotherly love, but everything ain't brotherly. It's a lot of shit. Philly is a very dangerous city. It's a hard to sit. I think Philly is the top 5 city that's the hardest to come out of. I think it's the top 5 city that's the hardest to come out. It's hard coming out of Philly. But, yeah, ain't nobody finna cry for that shit, bro. And you lucky, bro. They really damn near, cause we get treated worse than that when we come to your countries and shit. All you motherfuckers would have never cried for us talking about we lost our father and shit. So, nah, it ain't no sympathy pimping. We here to kick your ass and all that other shit. We don't need to know your personal life, your backstory, or none of that shit. You know, I watched that weigh in, and I already knew. I said it in a video. I said, when Loma go to Australia, they gonna love him. I said this when the fight was first announced. I said, I bet Loma get way more love than that shit with Devin didn't get no love. Man, they cheered for Loma just as loud as Cambosa's got a little jealous. That motherfucker look back. This motherfucker, they cheered just as loud, probably even louder for Loma. So, like I said, we can't beat your ass in your country and get invited back. They'll invite Loma back, and he can headline in another fight and all that shit. I'm telling you. So, because when others are talented, they talent get appreciated worldwide. Loma's talent is appreciated in every country where there's boxing. His talent is appreciated. Loma is one of the most respected fighters in boxing. But back to you, I don't know, Iran, whatever you are, you said some slick shit. You said, Eddie, he's like, you motherfuckers are fucking laughing, and he just said he lost his father. Eddie, what's wrong with these people? Get control of these people. I think that went over everybody's head. That was a monkey slur. Yeah, that's what I call it. That was a monkey slur. Oh, black people don't know how to act, and the white boy need to put him in check. One of you motherfuckers should have threw an apple at his fucking forehead. Put a lump on his shit. Or put a lump right on the top of his shit. Now, pimping, You motherfuckers be coming over here with that slick shit, bro. Yeah, I peeped everything you said, bitch. And you in a black city, Philly, and all that shit. And one of them motherfuckers should have slapped you in the back of your... That's how we used to do clowns. Remember motherfuckers used to slap you in the back of your shit? Pow! Like smoke coming out the top of that. Yeah, motherfuckers should have slapped them or snatched one of them pieces off the top of his shit. So, now pimping, yeah, you motherfuckers say slick shit. But, yeah, fuck that manager. Fuck that manager. And I'm gonna tell you another thing. I a part of me wanted Bozer to slap fire from his dog ass. Bozer told him, Bozer went straight on, I'll beat your bitch ass up. So Bozer don't play. I'm telling you, Bozer the truth, bro. And that's a part of that's definitely a big part of where Boost get that from. Bozer a mean motherfucker. Bozy a fearless motherfucker. So my kids can't be soft. You can't be soft. You gotta be tough. I'm telling you right, it ain't many fighters that's tough. Boost tough. I'm gonna tell you right now, and Villa do got devastating power, and he hit Boost with some shit, and Lippin has hit him with some big shots. I've seen him hit with big shots, but outside of even, he ain't faced the biggest punchers and this and that, but I don't know why, but I just think Boost, I think he got a solid chin. That's just me. And I think he what's the word? He slip a lot of punches, and a lot of punches, he turned with it, and it's not full effect. It's a lot of shit like that. I just think, like, he ain't one of them fighters I think gonna be, I don't think he gonna be no American-ish or none of that type of shit. Boost sturdy. Like, Boost one of them dudes, when he train, he in the gym, he be fighting in sparring partners. Yeah, I thought I had to sneeze, but yeah, he be fighting. And you know, sometimes I get a little frustrated. Boost is so special and so talented. He don't have to ever fight. He a fighter first. Boost is a fighter first. Gary Antoine Russell got that shit in him too. Gary Antoine Russell can really box. That motherfucker want to fight. That motherfucker want to fight. See, Gary Russell Jr., he will fight, but he's a boxer puncher. Gary Russell Jr. will fight your ass, but he's such a pure boxer though. Gary Antoine Russell can purely box, but that motherfucker just want to fight. And at this point, I'm just gonna say, and I heard Edwin De Los Santos pulled out of that shit, and he said he didn't want to move to 140, and I think his team advised them, and they definitely advised them correct, even though that's low key a duck, because that was a good fight, Edwin De Los Santos versus Gary Antoine Russell. I had a Gary Antoine Russell though, but it was very interesting though. It was very, with the speed and quickness of Edwin De Los Santos, but the pressure of Gary Antoine Russell, if he can stay I'm just that motherfucker dangerous at 140. Very dangerous. I would love to see Gary Antoine Russell versus Richardson Hitchens. Oh boy. Oh, I would love to see that. But now, as for Devin, bro, you gonna bounce back, bro. You know, get your title defense with Sando Martin, and then get back in that water. I wish him the best with his career. But all this, us, and shout out to y'all, bro. Shout out to y'all that's standing with him and standing against injustice. But I'm just telling you, we can bring out all the evidence you want, bro. Let's understand, bro. It's already proof. It's already proven, bro. They don't need no more proof to convince these motherfuckers. Let's just stop trying to convince them he cheated, bro. They don't care. I'm just telling you, black. They don't care. Can we get that through our head? Because I think black people are having a hard time adjusting or understanding the fact that these motherfuckers don't care, bro. I'm telling you, bro. They really don't care that he cheated. They just care that he won. They don't give a fuck about him cheating. So let's just stop trying to prove it to these motherfuckers. So we just know it's a dirty game, and we know how to move from now. So Jaron Ennis is almost a perfect fighter, and if he can show me that he can really close that gap, even against a fighter with good feet and with a high ring IQ that can really, really box, If he can show me that, he just damn near perfect. Cause I'm telling you right now, bro, you don't want to be on the inside with Boots. You don't want, cause he quicker, he faster, he rip to the body, he throw uppercuts from the southpaw stance. Or that's another punch. I haven't seen too many fighters that switch hit but throw the uppercut just as effective from both stances. I don't. The motherfucker damn near perfect. And like I said, if he wasn't black, black fans would appreciate him more. Yeah. If he wasn't black, black fans would. I'm telling you, bro, they wouldn't be screaming this Inouye. That motherfucker 10 times more spectacular than Inouye. They wouldn't be screaming this Inouye shit, bro. If Boots was not black, the entire boxing world would all be in agreement that Bud must fight him. Like I told you, in my opinion, I just think at this point Bud doing what he want. But I'm telling you right now, I would have a major problem. I feel like, Bud, if you gonna fight the winner of this Tim Tszyu, Virgil Ortiz shit, nah, bro, you should fight. You should be willing to fight Boots too, cause neither one of them dudes are no huge name. Neither one of them. So I don't know. That's why Boots trying to get undisputed at 147, bro. Get you one unification and go straight to 54 and put pressure. And I'm not saying Bud ain't boring a motherfucking thing. I just hope that he don't give a Mexican, and I like somewhat like Virgil. I hope he don't give Virgil a shot before he give Boots a shot. That's all I'm saying. I would have a problem with that. And it's not Bud. Network's gonna push that. If Virgil Ortiz beat Tim Tszyu, they're going to push for Bud. Virgil been trying to fight Bud for about 3 years. But I heard he turned down a contract 2 or 3 times. It was like twice or some shit. But Virgil said it was his manager and he didn't know. But they've been trying to, Golden Boy, that has been a fight that's been brewing for 3-4 years. They've been trying to match Virgil up with, instead of matching Virgil with Boots, they've been trying to match Virgil up against Bud for years. If Virgil beat Tim Tszyu, bro, fans and media will push for Terrence Crawford to fight Virgil. I promise you that. They're going to push for Terrence Crawford to fight Virgil or Fundor. But I think Spence finna fight Fundor. But I'm telling you, if Boots had a flag with that kind of talent, oh boy, he'd have a statue already. Yeah, in whatever country, island he was from, whatever flag he was repping, they'd already have a statue of him. I'm telling you, he'd have been top 3 pound for pound his 7th, 8th fight. He'd have been that 20 fights ago. He would have been a top, like they did with Loma, like they did with Inouye. He'd have been top 3 pound for pound 10 fights ago. If shit was real, Boots should be number 1 on everybody pound for pound list, just off the eye test. Don't get me wrong, I got Bud number 1 pound for pound. But if we talking eye test, Boots is the number 1 pound for pound fighter from the eye test. Give a fuck what you talking about. It ain't nothing more spectacular. Let me see, who did I say top 5 from eye test? I said Bud, Boots, Morrell, Andy Cruz, Shakur. That's a hell of a list. That's a hell of a top 5. Yeah, Andy Cruz already better than Inouye to me. And I keep bringing up Inouye. I'm just saying, because it seems like all fans agree that he's top 2 pound for pound. I just don't know. If you ask me, Andy Cruz is 10 times better right now. I think Raymond Ford just as good. That's just what I think. It's just what I think. I'm telling you, bro, it's the skill part I'm getting. The way you can say the power and all this is one thing, but it's the skill set. People act as if Inouye on a skill level is up there with the Shakurs. No way. You get hit way too much. You have nowhere near the defense, the fundamental, the skill of those kind of fighters, the skills of Boot. I'm gonna tell you another thing. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna say it. I can argue Roy Jones was more explosive than Boots, and maybe he was a better talent. Jaron Boots Ennis is more skilled than Roy Jones, and I fucking said it. He more skilled. He may not be more naturally gifted. He may not be more naturally talented with them goddamn triple uppercuts, Roy Jones, but he may not be that athletic, but he's more skilled than Roy Jones. Jaron Boots Ennis is more skilled. For example, Roy Jones might have been better than James Toney. Roy Jones was not more skilled than James Toney. It's a difference between skill and natural talent. James Toney was more skilled than Roy Jones. That's a fact. He was more skilled. I'm telling you, bro, Jaron Boots Ennis from the eye test is hands down the number one pound for pound fighter in boxing. And I'm telling you, the motherfucker almost perfect. The motherfucker almost perfect. Only Bud, man. Only Bud, and like I said, maybe Spence. And I still got to see Spence come back and see how he looking. But those the only two I can think that can beat him. That's what make him so dangerous. If he was just a pure boxer and he didn't have the power he got, a lot of fighters would want to fight him. That's the real reason why a lot of fighters don't want to fight him. He can outbox you, and he can crack. And if you want to get gangster, he ready for that too. I'm telling you, bro, Boots is a fighter that just so happened know how to box. He a fighter first. That's that Philly shit. He a fighter first. That's the true definition of a Philly fighter to me. They slick, they can box, but they a fighter first. That's the spirit of that Philly shit to me. They a fighter first. And I ain't talking about no rock. No, Philly. That's what they are. They a fighter first. They just so happen to know how to box. Boots is a fighter, not a boxer. Motherfucker just know how to. He is a fighter. That's why the motherfuckers really scared of him. And I ain't talking about Bud, because I don't think Bud's scared of Boots. I'm talking about a lot of these young motherfuckers and a lot of these fighters that just won't fight him. That's why and it may not be Virgil, but his team, they will never. Oscar would not never. They won't mention Boots. They not finna do it, bro. They not finna do it. That's why I want him to go to 154. I just want you to shake up all that shit. I want to see what old Mexican Zoo gonna do. Mexican Zoo. What you gonna? I would love to see the expression when Viegas or one of them from Fight Hype asked Zoo, well, what do you think about Boots calling you out? He's moving up to 154. I'm telling you right now, that motherfucker, he gonna start scratching the back of his shit. And when we're talking about that throwback fighter shit, and he want to bring it back to fighting everybody, I would love to see the expression when Boots moved to 54 and they asked old Zoo, what you think about Boots? What you think about a fight with Boots? I don't know. I can hear that mother. He get to telling life stories and shit. He get to talking about the Lord and shit. But motherfuckers scared of him. I tell you, it's a lot of them. It's a lot of them that scared of him, and that's the main reason, because they know he mean. He will fight. That's one thing they know, and it's not just that he will fight. Boots is extremely effective on the inside. He's extremely effective at fighting. And the thing about it, most fighters can't take what he dish out. When you want to work on the inside and really get to throwing them things, most fighters can't take what he's dishing out. That's what makes him so scary. And I'm more skilled, and I'm more talented, and I'm naturally better, and I can outbox you. But I out-tough your ass too. And I'm strong. So it's just a different level, a different layer of sauce. I'm just going to tell you, this sauce will forever remain. This is 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. With that, I'm out.